I got really paranoid about running out of ammo in this game. Maybe a little too paranoid, although shotgun ammo does become a premium.
No, I understand everything.
I'm telling you now, Doctor, the UAC is taking over this
Oh,
operation.
those low-fi textures, low-res textures.
The situation is out of control.
It's not out of control.
I like the CRT flicker and that light.
I'll manage
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You and your flunky
We're using CRTs in 20XD6.
It was state of the art in 2004.
My algebra teacher once told me a story about a guy who went to a shop class at his university. He went in late at night and he turned on one light, which you're not supposed to do, but he didn't realize that. So he turned on one light, and apparently the light like flickered at a rate of like 60 times per second. And he went over to like the saw drill thing, the lathe. That's it, the lathe. And it turns out that this lathe rotates at 60 times per second.
Formerly designated phase
And he
1
looked at it
by
and he's
the
like,
Union
"That's
Aerospace
weird.
Off-World Research
I thought
Division."
this was turned
The Alpha
on."
Labs began construction on
Well,
October
let me replace the
29th,
bit.
2095, and became fully operational July 17, 2130.
Oh god.
Originally created as the prime science and research facility, Alpha Labs are responsible for the development of leading-edge technologies.
This
such
is
as
the background that
elemental
Red Scarn was
phase
talking about.
deconstructor, hydrocon, and molecular
There are
fuel storage
many
compressor,
videos like
all
this.
presently being utilized right
You will run into
And they
all these
explain each
devices,
of those
and they will just be
technologies in
set
detail.
pieces.
Much needed expansion into the UAC's current
Yes.
leading research facility, Delta Labs, where Union Aerospace is opening all new
It's like they're
opportunities
trying to
for
explain,
research and
why are we on Mars?
with
What are we
continued
doing here?
But it's a PR video that would be for like tourists, but when are tourists going to visit Mars?
I know when I go to work, they just have videos playing on giant TV screens that say, "Here at work, you are doing this thing." Just imagining people in the kitchen at a McDonald's, like, "Here at McDonald's, we develop several high-quality burger accessories for the consumer on the go. Tomorrow's hamburger, yesterday."
No.
I just have to say that the touchscreens feel pretty good in this game.
No, I'm sad this never became like a thing. I really love the way they work.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
like,
a
is
lot
there-
harder to do with a controller, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Doom
probably.
3 got released on the Xbox.
Like a year later. Was there a game that did this beforehand? I think there probably was. I just can't put my finger on it.
I hate that zombie.
He's still up there. He's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm gonna go play some Super Turbo Turkey Puncher. 'Cause I'm not a dick." Trying to help that guy with his cough, were you?
He turns if you don't shoot him, I think.
You know, you keep flying out of your head for cutscenes. I think I figured out why you can't get possessed by the floating hell skulls. You already are possessed by the floating hell skulls.
Either that or you're a fucking crazy serial killer and this whole thing is your delusion.
Well, I mean, you know, like both at the same time. Why not?
So I don't want to cop to anything illegal on the spoiler warning, but
Yes, you do.
and I'm probably the only one old enough to have remembered it. But hold on. But did you guys ever play the leaked alpha, like the E3 demo before this game came out?
No. I was like 11 years old when this thing got leaked.
And
You're
I
making me
wasn't
feel old,
terribly
Ruskin.
interested in Doom at the time, so...
Well, it's really interesting because it was kind of a fundamentally different game, because it was back when Reznor was doing the music for it. which fell through, but a lot of it was really environmentally driven, and basically you were walking through an entire environment where the environment felt real, and it was clearly half finished and designed just to be a tech demo, but it was very different than the game we got now in terms of the way it played. And I don't know if that's a result of it simply being...
That sort of feels like what it wanted to be. Because if you look at this, like, it's not holding up super well now that Chris isn't, like, scared and crawling through it very slowly. The environments are just starting to feel repetitive and kind of sterile. Oh, see, I didn't even think we'd get to this. Because, like, when you're scared shitless, it takes a long time to get this far. So what do you guys think about the fact that these monsters disintegrate when you kill them?
I assume it was a memory restriction.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, but like, what do you think of the effect? Because it was controversial.
Was it?
Yeah. A lot of people thought
Why
that,
was
like, it... Because they have these monster designs, and then they hide in the dark, and then you kill them, and then it disintegrates, and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to get a look at this thing.
I mean, I could see the artistic argument of like, well, you're not supposed to be able to get a good look at the scary monsters, because if you do, then you kind of... You know, it's like if you look at the servant in Amnesia enough, you realize it's kind of like not that scary. But-
I actually disagree. The servant amnesia is fucking terrifying. But, I
Well,
sort of...
yeah, but it's kind of silly if you're just staring at it, you know, for a while and it's not trying to murder you, you know.
Sure.
It's that sort of like psychological thing of like, oh, this thing's trying to kill me. Oh, it's not trying to kill me. It's just standing there, or it's dead, or whatever.
Or you're standing on its head.
Yeah, or you're standing on top of its head and riding it around like a horse, which we would know nothing about here.
Satan!
Oh. So this was the kind of research they were doing here. I can see the artistic argument though for it, because like they don't want you to be able to kind of get used to the monsters. They don't want you to be able to like, oh, I killed that thing and now it's dead. And look, it's just lying there and it looks so pathetic, dead now. You know. But it was also probably a very nice excuse to not have the memory issue of having a bunch of ragdolls lying around. Or I guess maybe not ragdolls, but corpses.
I think
In principle, I
it's
sort of
okay for the...
agree. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I think it's okay for the demons, because, you know, it's like fire and brimstone, and you're sending them back to hell and all that. It doesn't work for me so much for the humans, because they just disintegrate into bones and guts, and it makes them feel like super decayed skeletons, where a brief, or, you know, like a mild wind could knock them down and disintegrate them. And that doesn't feel right for the zombies. But for, like, the demons, I'm like, okay, evil demon from hell, I'll just send it right back.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I sort of agree also with Josh about the idea that if you can't see them, it's scarier. I think it depends for people how much they find the demons scary and how much they find them cool. Because if they're cool, you want to get a look as a reward for having killed it. And if they're scary, you don't want to see it because that makes them scarier. So.
Well, there's also the blood and guts angle. Like, Doom 1 and 2 were sort of renowned for being that thing where you kill demons and then their, like, intestines spill out and they look all sad while they fall in half and it's super violent. This game's actually way less violent than Doom 1 and 2 in terms of that, because it's like, they just sort of poof out cartoonily versus, you know,
Yeah.
what Doom 4 is doing, for example. I can't go upstairs.
What?
There we go. I don't know what I was caught on.
I'm sure.
No, I'm not scared. I literally could not go up the stairs.
And stuff, flashlight. I can't hold the flashlight and the guns at the same time. It's dark up there. Everything's broken. And I want a friend. I think I lagged out a bit there, but I was laughing at how you just sort of, like, railgun flew down the ladder.
It hurt.
Like, it actually looked like the ladder made you fly into the ground faster than just falling into the...
Alright, this is one of the least favorite levels. Does this PDA open this door? No. The problem is this level is... This is one of those...
key card.
There we go.
Access granted.
They were actually making a really brisk pace.
Now that you point that out, it basically is a game about finding key cards and shooting demons, so it is a Doom game.
Yeah. How long have we been doing this?
50 minutes?
I don't know.
Someone...
Several episodes where...
Reaching the communication facility quickly is imperative.
So you notice that you've seen, like, 2 survivors so far? Yeah, you'll see, like, 2 more between now and the end of the game.
Will you see that guy that Chris murdered again?
Look, if I don't kill him while he's alive, I'm just gonna have to kill him when he's undead.
That's your solution to the zombie apocalypse, is kill all the humans.
You know, if the zombies actually can't, or the demons actually can't possess living scientists, oh, these fat bastards are fucking scary for some reason. Why are the fat shirtless zombies so much scarier?
I think it's their dead eyes. Like these guys in the masks, they're not scary. They just...
It's actually interesting because, you know, the zombies without the guns are the first enemy type in this game. And they are actually one of the few new enemy types in Doom. Like, Doom 3 only has a couple enemy types that are just brand new, and that's one of them. Let's see, the new enemy types are, they have those zombies without guns.
The upside down
fucking
spider things.
Yeah.
Aren't there some baby things of some sort?
Yeah, the cherubs. That's like it. Those 3.
How many of the old Doom monsters make a comeback?
All of them. Oh, there's also that teleporting thing. I think that's new.
What does it look like? I can't remember.
Wait, or is it? Shit. Give me a second. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna save because I'm low on health.
We interrupt this program to bring you the save menu. Wait, did you already have an ASDF save?
Okay, so according to this, there are 9 new monsters in the game.
Humankind has lived under the looming specter of slowly dwindling
Okay, so here's our hard
Cherubs, who are, like,
science.
these little baby things. There's... Oh, that's a boss. No, I'm not
Space
counting.
mining.
Damn it! I was watching television! That's crap.
Solutions that will soon pay off for the UAC
I like that I can still listen to the TV while I'm dead.
race. Mars itself is our chief ally and the key to our solution.
Well, that was stupid. Can
Okay,
I point
so
out how
yeah.
much I hate... Go ahead.
How much?
No.
No, just the hit scan weapons in a game all about circle strafing.
Yeah.
Is this game all about circle strafing anymore, though?
The motherfucker hit me with a wrench!
Did he throw a wrench into your plans?
Oh God. Now I remember why we kicked Rudskarn off the show.
Okay, so basically, this wiki's poor organization aside, there are like 4 new enemies. There's the zombies that don't have guns, which I'm considering a new enemy. There's the cherubs. There's the 2-headed, like, running things that aren't really here
Oh,
nor
those
there.
suck. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the fucking
So-
spiders, and then like another version of the spiders, and then there's the things that teleport.
So this thing here is one of the things Rudskarn was talking about. That whole video over there is explaining what this thing is, and it's a big plasma laser to make hydrogen and oxygen from the iron, I think, iron oxide, and it's how they make stuff on Mars.
Yep. That is the only point of that video that they recorded and animated.
But the,
Laser thing come back at some point, or is that just like a set piece? Or like,
It's a
we
set
need
piece.
to
It's like-
explain this.
it explains why we have to walk into that tunnel and avoid this laser, and it's not just like random space laser. You know what this laser's purpose is.
Yeah. Valve would have
So-
absolutely no problem just throwing this laser in there and saying, you know what?
That's
Nobody
what-
gives a shit what this laser is.
I mean, that's what Half-Life
this.
did. You just have rooms full of like fucking death machines for no reason. Like, there's the room with water and a catwalk, but you can't walk across the catwalk because there's a bunch of spinny death blades going around the room. Like, what the fuck was the point of that? Who knows?
Right.
It's
And
Black
I'm
Mesa.
really fascinated. I wonder, did they feel like they needed to explain what the laser was? Did they just really want to explain what the laser was? Like, what was the process that went into this? Did they just go, oh, we have all this money and resources. It behooves us as an like a cutting-edge, avant-garde game studio to explain what this giant dumb laser is.
Like, maybe they had like some idea of like they wanted to do environmental storytelling, and they had this whole backstory of like how this universe works, and they wanted to like pepper that in.
That alpha was very, very, very much about sort of making the whole thing about the environment, and then occasionally in this already super spooky, really lived-in environment, monsters would pop out where you weren't expecting them. And
So
then the
they
final
actually
game is like,
they actually toned down that for the final game a lot.
yeah, at this point it's all monster closets. The original game wasn't so much monster closets. I hate this laser.
Maybe you shouldn't walk into it.
Anyway, I think we're getting into the spider thing next.
Ooh.
I really hope we at least see the
We'll
spiders.
meet
These
Sheila.
spiders could go right to hell. These fucking spiders.
Well, I mean, they came from there, so...
Yeah. So dispatch them.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
That's
we
an
only got 3
interesting
minutes
question.
Left.
What
no,
happens
no,
when you murder...
And then Satan laughed at me.
That wasn't a spider. Like, what happens when you
Satan's just
murder...
yucking it up. Like, you in particular, he's just like waiting for you to die. He wasn't even watching while all those other men and women were killed.
Right, so hell is like ostensibly part of the afterlife, right? So what happens when you murder a demon or a dead person?
It just goes
Like, how
back
does
to
that
hell.
work?
It just respawns.
It's... Doesn't that make this all kind of a pointless exercise?
That's how it works in Dungeons and Dragons.